I'm Tony Villa, and this is Tina Villa, and we are the Villas. We're the Villas.
We're the Vias.
Yes.
We have two daughters, Bethany and Lily Grace.
Uh,
Our story is we both come from really broken homes, broken backgrounds. Our families were exposed to poverty at a very early age.
but yeah, that led us to end up at a church in our hometown Albuquerque called Family Worship Center, and that's where I met this beautiful young lady there.
Yeah, when I walked into a church for the first time, I remember seeing this just most handsome man I've ever met, and I never believed in love at first sight until this moment.
But little did she know that at the same time God was speaking to her, I was having a conversation with God myself, and God was telling her that I was going to be her husband, but I was on the keys telling God that she was going to be my wife. So it's kind of like this thing going on.
Yeah.
We had going on.
So we got married in 2007.
Yeah.
We did not know how to really handle money at all. So we both had debt, and things just got really hard. We had great careers. Both of us were our first college graduates in our family, which was really something we were proud of. So we worked really, really hard.
I just remember we had very terrible spending habits, but I think even in the midst of that, like we're still generous, and God really still challenged us to give to the local church. Definitely the tithe. That's something we've always been solid
that
on.
we
value, and it's a very big core value in our family, in our marriage, in our home.
Yeah.
Is generosity.
Right, but it just seemed like we couldn't get ahead. We had so many trials in our first 10 years of marriage. We did feel like it was maybe us not stewarding right, but there was also just so many attacks. And when I say that, is like we had our house broken into 3 times. We've had our vehicles stolen from our front yard. We've totaled 2 vehicles while in car accidents. Thankfully, we're both safe, but
You couldn't catch a break.
yeah. And so I just remember there'd be times where we'd be like on our living room floor, and for us the living room floor like has so much meaning because it would be when we would cry out to God the most. And I just remember like feeling like things weren't fair, and feeling really like helpless. And so we would cry out to God and just ask him, hey God, we need your help. Like, we're tired of all these hard things happening to us. We need you to come through. And so that led us to come to Redding, California.
From the moment we got here, just our new season of truly surrendering to God and truly trusting in the Lord began. And it was hard, but like the fruit of it has been so worth it. It's been so worth it.
We just started seeing financial breakthrough immediately. For us, our financial breakthrough came through 3 things. It came through us shifting our perspective towards heaven and calling down God to like rain his blessings on us. It came through community. We'd have anonymous checks from people say, we just felt like God put it on our hearts to bless you guys. And we just started to see this overflow. As soon as we shifted our perspective towards heaven, we just started to see God pour out these blessings. And we're in a place now where we're not living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesus.
Breakthrough looks different for everybody. For some people, it's a miracle. It's instant, like boom, it's over with. But for some people, it's a process. For me, it's been more of a letting go. For my wife, it's been more of a receiving with what God has had for her. What God wants to do in your life is beautiful. And at the end of it, at the end of the day, at the end of your testimony, it's your story to tell, and take pride in it. And just know that what you got to offer and what you're going through right now is going to be what somebody else needs to experience and encounter their own breakthrough.